Good afternoon, Zelda Speedruns. Time for another Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Season 2 race between pojolonewolf and alexanderharrold. Joined today for commentary with Captain MD13 and Axel Ryman. And tracking today is myself and Majoria. Take it away, guys.
With pleasure. Thank you again, Saberstorm. We only got on the air because Shan somehow rolled a jet seed. That being said,
broken
we
clock.
are...
A broken clock does strike correctly twice a day or whatever. How the
Fair
saying
enough.
goes.
Indeed. So, Axel, we've got Pojo and Alexander here for Group Postman in the Season 2 Mystery Tournament. We've had some pretty good races here. They've been all over the place in terms of like length, difficulty, logic, complexity. And this one looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, and don't remind me. I've been seeing that 4.5 hour scene. I was there.
Well, I did not catch that, but sounds like it was a
forget who
mess.
It was. I forget who it was. I just know Sean was one of them. I forget who the other person was. But it was a Shan seed, and yeah, that was fun.
Nevertheless, we welcome the opportunity to come onto the air and present this race to you. And, it's always a good day for Majora's Mask Rando. Now, it looks like we start with absolutely nothing. We did not notice any change in the stray fairies.
Yeah, we'll start with nothing and get nothing. We lose. Good day, sir. Except the hook shot.
Okay, we start with projectiles. That's a very powerful starting item. We do have sword and shield. I do not know if we have a song.
Double heart piece on Cafe, so no need for that.
All right, well, Hookshot immediately gives us the straw roof chest in logic, so might as well.
Postman, we could check that at least.
All right, looks like the crate did not have, crate and laundry pool did not have anything unique, so that was a normal blue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice ice arrow location.
So, Rush Icona, yes?
We still need a bow and magic.
Oh,
crap,
we have
I missed
Lullaby.
this one.
We have Lullaby and Elegy.
That's probably just the lullaby prelude.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Lullaby. I forgot we come with Lullaby intro, but yeah, we have Elegy start. So, Rushstone Tower, yeah?
Where's our magic? Where's our bow?
Oh, Magic's probably just chilling on North Clocktown Tingle or something. We're gonna get a South Termina field opener from Pojo.
And there's a big one right there. A wallet.
All right, welcome to your traditional Season 4 standard settings randomizer race. We're just getting started here. That shop looks relatively stable, except we've got a full price randomization. That red potion is 247 rupees.
Yeah, hey, I need something that'll help heal my pain. Yeah, 247.
That's okay, though. You will get a bottle of red potion for Bank 1.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Frog Course is dead, so Frog Choir is on.
Long quests, you love to see it.
All right, Gossipins. Shrine Foolish, Snowhead Temple Wath, Goron Race is dead, and Pojo, you're leaving us in suspense. Boat Archery is dead, so we also have Swamp Skulls on.
Alright, so we've got... So I've got Long Quests and Skulls and full price randomizer.
Mm-hmm. Fox is happy in the chat. We're finally seeing skulls.
Oh, for sure. Gonna get a check of Keaton grass here, too.
Red rupee on Tingle for 150.
I was about to say, yeah, no, too expensive. All right, we got another gilded chest in Peahat Grotto, which yields us a milk refill. All right, we got to keep an eye on that. We might have cows.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very early milk.
But no bottles, so we just spill it all over the place.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no use crying over spilled milk.
Quite literally. All right, do we have butterflies? No.
Doesn't look like it. Deku Palace Swath.
All right, Palacewath isn't too bad.
Hmm.
And we already have a bottle in Logic, courtesy of the red potion bottles, so... All right, Pojo has revealed to us that Keaton grass is turned off.
There's a bomb bag for 97 on Milk Road Tingle.
I mean, it's a little expensive, but it is bombs.
Mm-hmm. And Great Bay map purchase is Pendant of Memories.
We might have to keep an eye on that.
Hmm. Nice sword upgrade.
All right. Gorman milk purchase is a little cheaper than normal today.
Mm-hmm.
Given how both the hints have already shown up, I'm going to assume Deku's not too far away, and Deku Palace is probably Wath for Epona.
I would not be surprised.
Which you hate to see it, but... I have no idea whether that chest in Hideout was gilded.
I don't know either, but Alex not having that bomb bag, if it is gilded, is going to have to do a redo, or a retrip. I need more coffee right now.
We're going to get a check if pots are shuffled here. Answer to that appears to be no so far. Disappointingly few settings immediately revealed to us here.
Yeah. Like, hit spots aren't on, we don't have pots or crates.
Skulls is pretty good, though.
Yeah, Skulls is pretty good.
And we have a hookshot right off the bat, too, so actually... The way the seed is talking with that early hook shot, I'm actually very suspicious of Swamp Spider House. All right, and Alex is checking the Gwei here to see if the red rupee is shuffled. Overworld reds are shuffled.
A great check, if you ask me.
A what check?
A great check.
Indeed. One of these days, I just want that Gwei to pull a dark helmet and smack right into the telescope lens.
Moon's Tear on Anju.
At least all the fetch quest items we're getting now are,
That's an all-night mask of the Postman.
Oh. Okay, might need a letter to Mama later. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Hmm.
And I don't think the Gwei was randomized, so I think Overworld Reds are safe.
Hmm. Yeah, Postman is doing the late night deliveries. They are now part of Amazon.
Talk about same-day delivery.
Frog Choir rehint. And we got our first skull on Madame Aroma.
Yeah. Now, we should stress that even though skulls are turned on, the rewards are always junked.
We started with Hook Fox. And we found ice arrows in the mailbox with Postman hat. Also, shout out to our restreamer having a first-time chat right now in CSR4.
All right, and Pojo is interested in the item here in Bomber's Hideout.
Ooh.
Yeah, but at least we're getting all of our fetch quests that we have already out of the way at the right this minute. You know, we got Moon's Tear, Postman's Hat, both really quick checks.
Small gilded. So, trade item. Oh, Alex will not be punished.
Meanwhile, the skull just said no.
How dare you take one of my children?
Oh, the small gildeds are going to be... Chat brings up a great point. The chests are going to be so much bait. With considering that skulls are in small gildeds.
The best part will be if we get a Wath location with these bait chests, because then you're just going to get more frustrated every time you open it.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's having to get one different item for each chest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Pojo doing a slightly faster check to see if Overworld Reds are shuffled by checking the tree.
Mm-hmm. And Fox also makes a good point, too. Skull tokens and stray fairies can never be hinted Watt, so you can... The runs can rest easy knowing that those are not the Watts, but it's still going to be frustrating every time you see a gilded chest and you just get a token. Oh, magic.
That lets us use... we're literally just an Epona song and a death mask away from Icona access, and I'm not even making that up.
Well, you are. Well, you have to be making it up because you're also missing the bow.
I just realized. You know what it is?
Okay, we'll just chuck the arrows with our hands.
You know what it is? The seed I called yesterday, we started with a bow.
Ah. And no, Pojo did not orphan room reservation. They just got it right there.
All right, what does Guru have for us? Both runners checking this virtually simultaneously.
A skull.
Now, because we have long quests turned on, will we see hints for the couple's mask and Zora eggs?
Ooh.
Or is it just because we've already seen oh, well, on the note of long quest, there's Don Garo. Too bad it's useless. And 147 rupees anyway.
No, apparently only Frog Choir is on. Alright, sadly no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Majority are guessing 4, 3, 5, 2, 1. Unfortunately, they are wrong.
We don't know if the frogs themselves are shuffled, but we know the check is dead.
Yeah. Oh, and unfortunately, Pojo did not count to 19.
Ooh, calm down, Postman. We just want to play a counting minigame.
It's the all-night mask. He's not getting any sleep.
Yeah, a lack of sleep can really wreck a person.
And Alex apparently failing too.
Yeah, I think the reward was a silver question mark?
No, it was just a skull token.
Okay.
Yeah, as I typed in the chat, summary of the seed, skull.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, so Alex is a little short on rupees here, so it's just going to hit the gong at the bottom of the hour to get the blue.
Hmm. Oh, nice FD. Is it FD anywhere?
FD
it
before.
Is.
Ooh, all right. Now that's spicy.
FD before remains. You love to see it, but even more so, FD anywhere before remains.
FD before you even complete your opener, let alone before remains.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and chat brings up a great point. That's a big clue for Swamp Spider House. Now, is that technically considered a transformation fairy reward that Poacher just got?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the original reward was the skull token, and now we just got 20 rupees. So
I'm not used to FD actually counting.
Sorry, heart piece, not skull token. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're mostly like used to standard where we can't do FD anywhere, so.
Indeed. All right, so this is going to be the quad hints for
Alex.
Quad hints for Alex, yeah. Now, remind me, because I haven't done this in a long time. Does elegy as human work for gossips, or can it only be done with transformation and the other three?
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. I'm assuming that some of the yeses from chat are related to your question, so yes. Oh, only transformations and the other three.
That's what I thought, but I figured I'd double check.
Yeah.
All right, so nobody has checked the trading post shop yet to see where the keg might be hiding.
You mean bomb shop?
The bomb shop, yeah. Sorry.
I'd be like wondering why the trading post is selling kegs.
I mean, it could be if it was shop sanity.
That's true, actually.
Now, where did Pojo find the wallet again? It was super early.
Good question. Wow, I'm forgetting
was
myself.
Was it like, I think it was P-Hat, right?
I think it was P-Hat. I know it was in Termina Field. It might have been the grotto in the southeast. Or south. Or northeast. No. Right. You know what I mean. The grass grotto.
Yes, I do. Alright, Butler is dead, and apparently you also need Goron Mask to get the keg hint, so fair enough. Road to Icona is foolish. Okay.
Sorry, Shiro.
So, Road to Icona and Shrine are foolish. That's not looking good for my Rush Icona idea. Now, our runners should definitely not be neglecting their banks, since we know that is a, Alright, looks like frogs aren't shuffled. Since we know that's a bottle.
Saber called it in before Canyon is next.
Oh, that would be insulting.
That would be hilarious.
And then Stone Tower Temple is Wath or Iconic Castle. All right, this is going to be funny. A heart container. Want it for 40 rupees? Well, I guess you're getting it.
Hey, free upgrade. We take it.
Yeah?
That was a heart in the tree, so...
I believe so, yeah. And this hint reads, boat archery again. All right, game. How about giving us some new information to actually work with here? Small gilded. Another skull, maybe? No, it's another heart container. All right, well, at least we're getting a couple heart containers. Can't say no to heart containers.
Oh, that's a super expensive cafe mask.
Huh?
Okay, maybe I'm guessing I'm quite a bit ahead, because I just refreshed.
I'm assuming you're talking about... Okay, yeah, on Pojo. Oh, yeah, that's... Now, where's the other purchase for that?
That would be... up north.
The north, okay. So we might need to double-check, Oh, what is that? Hold on. I need to double-check the tourist center roof. It's a bow.
We're not getting that for a while.
297 rupees for cafe mask, and, yeah, that's kind of yikes. But Alex is going to go ahead and pick up his first bottle. Right on time for day 2 woods, no less.
Yeah.
In the meantime, he's got to punch it to Blast Mask Lady. Now, Blast Mask Lady, I think, was a skull token. And I think the big bomb bag was... Or no, the big bomb bag was the skull token. The reward, I think, was a red rupee.
Yeah.
Because now she actually tells you what it is.
And we are seeing a Swamp Spider House play from Pojo.
Yeah, I agree with this play. The seed has been, with FD Anywhere, early hook shot, and skulls enabled, the seed has been screaming to go here. Not going with the bottle, though.
Deku Mask?
Yeah, instant credit.
I'm going to refresh.
Second, I believe that was a milk refill. We got to keep an eye on that. That's 2 milk refills. If we see another one, then... okay, yeah, that's definitely a refill. If we see another one, then we got very likely cows. I'm sorry, why is that skull vanilla?
It's never out of the realm of possibility.
Fair. Although, this is giving Pojo an excuse to get a lot of money via these rupees. So, this will help for Bank 1 for the red potion bottle. Alex, in the meantime, is going to be picking up Wallet in a minute here. And probably wondering, where was that when I needed it 5 minutes ago?
Seahorses are dead.
Another vanilla swamp skull.
Well, no, it may not be vanilla. It could be actually from the skull in 2 rooms away or something.
Nah, this is a Metroid Prime 2. The skulls don't have a unique ID tag.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Prime 4 hype.
I may pick up a Switch 2 just for that.
I'm probably going to stick to the Switch 1 version. As long as it runs at 60 FPS, I'm happy with it being Switch 1. Which I'm sure it will.
I'm also just waiting for more potential games that I will want for Switch 2. Bravely Default is pretty good.
Third milk. That's got to be cows.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Pocho hit the wrong hive. Got to make sure that he doesn't get swarmed by bees.
Yes!
You get your bees early today, folks.
Does that mean I get to do the second one?
As you wish. All right, we did get a letter to Cafe in one of those skulls as well, and it is still early enough to go turn that in. Wait a minute, never mind, it's useless. It was just double heart pieces.
We found Garo.
All right, now we just need a bow, and we can do stuff in Iconic Canyon, and I specifically stress Iconic Canyon because Path, Road, and Shrine are foolish. Also, where's our horse?
Someone pointing out, we found an Ocean Spider House token here.
Bomb Grandma had one as well. So Ocean Spider skulls are also going to be randomized, so we need a horse.
Yep. Where's our horse? I mean, we definitely don't have Song Sanity, so we have... It's probably just Deku Palace for horse.
It probably is, because by now we would have definitely seen a song somewhere. Oh, Pojo just dropped a huge rupee on the floor. Ah, what a waste. Although, if you want to get that cafe mask, maybe come back here later once you get a giant's wallet.
Yeah. Ocean title deed. We have toilet paper. Well, more toilet paper.
Hey, remember, you only need a horse to get to Icona at this point. And yeah, actually, yeah, Pona's is the only thing stopping us from turning that... Pona's and Zora's is the only thing stopping us from turning that in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so Alex...
We can't technically access Upper Icona just out of logic.
We could do it, but we would need Goron to bomb boost over the thing, though.
Well, I meant, like, after we get our horse. And actually, I think I just realized, FD, I believe, puts that in logic? I keep forgetting.
It does not. We actually had this discussion recently. FD does not work for specifically that climb and Great Bay Temple. Those are the two places FD Anywhere does not have any factor in these settings.
Also, Halt Yeet.
Yeah. All right, we know this is Woth, so Pojo reading the logic very well so far. I mean, granted, there's not a whole lot else we can do without north or anywhere else access.
Mm-hmm. Also, serious business, yes, opponent can be Woth.
I think it still has to lead to something else eventually, but Epona... But yes, Epona can be found here as a result of a Woth.
Yeah. As Fox is saying, rush Ocean Spider House. Also, we technically get access to our bow now, because we do have beans. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking beans can get us access to the tourist roof. I don't know why.
Well, we have Deku masks, so the only thing stopping us is realistically is actually just a land title deed.
155 rupees.
Well, Pojo can always just go get that huge rupee from Song of Time and get that huge rupee from Swamp Spider House.
Yeah. But damn, the economy is really bad. If we're paying 155 rupees for beans.
Welcome to full price randomizer. Okay, that's FD Anywhere is now just being cheesy.
There's a bottle.
Well, certainly less of a pain in the bottle to get than Bank 1, but even still, that's two very easily accessible bottles, so...
Mm-hmm. We'd still want that Bank 1 bottle, because that's a red potion, and we kind of need that for Woods.
Yeah, unless the nighttime trading post prices are reasonable, the one in the trading post in daytime is over 200 rupees.
Mm-hmm. Alex just staring at that cafe mass purchase.
Probably writing it down. Both runners are definitely preferring a long first cycle here.
There's Epona.
Oh, what a shock. Nice Wath game. Thanks a bunch.
Rush Ocean Spider House.
It seems like it. Besides Day 2 Woods, there really isn't much else left to do here. And I think we can also... Well, actually, we haven't checked if scoops are shuffled yet.
West Clocktown is Wath.
I don't think that's for the bottle.
It could be for FD.
It could be for FD, yes. Wait, could it?
Yep. Because FD does enable some checks.
Yeah.
I think FD does enable the Swamp Spider House being in Logic, so...
Yeah, that makes sense, because it led to Deku Mask.
Yep, it does. It puts Swamp Spider House in Logic. And highlight arrows in Woods of Mystery.
Well, too bad Shrine's foolish. Still great for Rush Stone Tower Temple.
Oh boy. Yeah, sadly we can't access Stone Tower with just Deku.
Yeah, the only downside to this right now is that everything we've seen is that it's looking like we're not going to need Sniffa today.
And soils are off, so that's another thing that we don't have to worry about.
All right.
Saber rolled a funny one, but a weird one.
I would have liked to see Pojo scoop up spring water so we can see what that is, but I guess we're not going to see that for a bit. Alright, Woodfalls typically has a handful of checks.
Here's a skull.
Good guess.
I mean, with how many skulls are in the pool, I am very unlikely going to be wrong.
Fair. We have a Pona song now, so at least we have speed. But no Bunny Hood, no Goron Mask. Yeah, unfortunately, Deku Palace Wath for Epona song really kind of does stink. Because that basically just blows a Wath.
Ooh, Pojo's going to orphan light arrows right now.
Oh yeah, Pojo has skipped Day 2 Woods. And that we're already...
fair, they don't have a red potion, and it is pretty expensive. They'll get the one from bank, and then they'll go do it.
Yeah, probably next cycle. And right now, lights aren't going to do us a whole lot of good unless we get a bow. Actually, literally a bow is the only thing stopping us from... Hold on, let me make sure I'm not getting my things mixed up again. Yeah, bow is the only thing keeping us out of Stone Tower Temple entrance right now.
At least logically. Like I said before, we can still enter it without the bow and ice arrows, but do we want to is the real question.
Yeah, we also can't enter inverted anyway. Oh, hi, Keg.
Hi, Keg.
Okay. Keg is not bad. That also will help Pojo's next cycle be a little speedy. We're going to get a bank 2 from Alex.
Now that's interest.
Indeed. Clocktown Central Pillar looks to be a standard wooden chest. Alright, Hopefully Alex is now going back to Swamp Spider House to pick up the Deku mask. Looks like it.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll see a water scoop here.
Oh, we're checking cows.
Yeah, we know this is turned on. Given the fact that we've now seen 3 milks.
That's $20. Oh, that's a good point. Alex can get the soil skulls.
All right, Alex spilling milk on the floor. Light arrows were in Day 2 Woods, Fox.
So I actually took a moment to think about the routing, and actually it works out for Pojo. Go, once you reset the cycle, get Bank 1 done, you get the bottle red potion, go to Akana, you get the owl, you go see what's on the ledge near the Deku Scrub, then you just jump into the water, go straight to Woods from there.
Oh yeah, you could do.
Yeah. It's not bad routing, actually. And Alex finds Deku.
So I think Pocho called Epona, but she appeared on the other side of the gate. Which, that's never happened before.
Welcome to Majora's Mask. This game is completely bug-free.
What are you talking about? Alex just spit a bug out from the soil and used bugs to get them.
Not that kind of bug. Welcome to Majora's Mask, where the game is coded bug-free.
Fair play. Could you imagine one day we get Skull Shuffle and then we just see like what's something that could a popular item that could be like Mirror Shield on the reward?
Oh, that'd be evil, especially if it's required.
All right, so either scoops are turned off or fish is vanilla. We'll have to see another scoop just to verify. If we see a water scoop, then that should basically sort it. I said we didn't have speed earlier. I forgot. FD is speed.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Skull Kid's gonna have a song too, since it's standard songs. I am Speed. FD 2025.
Chicken jockey, no.
Where's that third bug? Okay, there it is. I've seen the third bug not make it in time once.
That's some more paper.
More importantly, that's our bow access.
That's true.
Oh, that's probably our Epona's song, Wath. Epona's to land title deed to bow. Yeah, that's looking like it.
So yeah, Akata Canyon is now in logic.
Yeah. North is open. Let's see what Pojo finds on Great Bay Tingle. Ooh, a cheap milk bottle. Pojo also thinking, where was that when I needed it 10 minutes ago? Again. Yeah, Stone Tower Temple's in play already. Oh, you know what we might actually have? We might have, if we have Dungeon ER and that points to Snowhead, we could blow all of our wants really early here.
We can't complete it, though. No fire arrows, no Goron.
Even still, there are a couple of things you can do in there with just Hookshot.
Yeah.
With Stone Tower Temple, just to clarify with chat, you only need one mask to climb it.
Yeah, but I don't think Deku would count for that. Deku too small for the switches.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but FD apparently... Why is FD so OP in these settings?
Okay.
That's right, and we discussed this the other day. Stone Tower with FD was enabled in these settings, so...
Oh. Okay.
Buckle up, people.
Last dungeon is actually first this time.
Ooh, that's another huge rupee, I just realized. There actually are 2 huge rupees in Swamp Spider House. Alright, so not a whole lot of settings turned on, but FD Anywhere is certainly making this a little bit spicy. To answer question, chat, we don't know if Mundane is turned on yet. Ooh, yeah, I don't remember if we saw Dungeon rupees. And that is a no.
We are seeing Ocean Spider House, which is definitely a good play. Lots of checks here.
Incoming. Unfortunately, Alex is too late to deliver that letter to Cafe. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. We established that already. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
It's okay. We'll just use it for toilet paper. Also, Alex is about to be targeted by bees! Does pick up the Gara mask.
Oh yeah, that was also another important item we found in here. It seems like right now both runners are pretty much neck and neck, with the sole exception of Pojo not having lights. That actually is going to become a real problem soon. Because right now, I would wager Pojo's going to at least climb Stone Tower Temple probably before resetting cycle. Oh, this skull is being a pain. We're going to get our check of the water scoop just to be absolutely... Are we? Or are we going to just save that for the 5 rupee check?
Yeah,
I think we're going to save that. What was that floaty jump? Good grief. Big man.
Big man! Dang, now that's stuck in my head because I watched that race recently. There's a Blasphemous, which we don't really need. And there's Letter to Mama.
Ooh, that actually could be important. That is an All Knights mask available to us now.
Oh, sword upgrade.
All right, offense is looking pretty good. I mean, we had FD at the start, at practically FD start, so offense hasn't been a problem, but...
And it's FD Anywhere. Do we need anything else?
Not really. I mean, double defense would be nice, but we've got a decent number of hearts this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so far, I think the only thing of note we found in here was that letter to Mama, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like at the rate we're going, we're probably going to blow all our watts pretty early here.
Couple's mask.
That's another check for next cycle.
Yeah. I forget what the pricing for Cafe Mask was in Great Bay. Oh, Bremen Mask.
It was not.
We can't do that.
It was not on Great Bay Tingle. It would have been on Snowhead
right.
Mountain Tingle, which we can still. Well, unfortunately, Pojo can't check, but could go over there and take a look for next cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Cafes was in the upper 200s. So yeah, it is Giants locked on Swamp Tingle specifically. Or Swamp and, Swamp Tingle. Milk Road Tingle just had the bomb bag. Okay, we've now dropped 4 huge rupees on the floor. Wait a minute. How many huge rupees are normally in the pool?
Good question, chat. Answer.
We might have Mundane on. Because that was... We must have seen, like, at least 3 huge rupees, right?
We've seen 3, at least. 2 in Ocean Spider House alone.
Yeah, and there were another 2 in Swamp Spider House. We might have Mundane enabled.
Oh, boy.
So, Alex holding on to that half bottle of milk might actually be a big deal right now.
Speaking of bottle, he is not going to go for this bottle.
Alex has 2 bottles now?
Yeah. No, he only has the 1.
Just the 1? Oh, so he emptied the other half of the milk.
Yep.
All right.
Because the second bottle is in Deku Palace, which Alex right now is not grabbing.
Well, wait a minute. Did Pojo get the bank 1 bottle already?
Nope. No.
So, wait, what other bottle is,
He got the bottle of milk, which was on Great Bay Tingle.
Right, Great Bay Tingle. But yeah, that... Oh.
Okay, fire arrows.
Okay, oops, all arrows. Are we looking at Sieved Salt by Transformation Mask at the rate we're going? I mean, we need, obviously, Song... Ooh, Chateau bottle.
Okay, that's another bottle for Pojo.
So that's 2 bottles in Great Bay.
Only 200 that come to mind are Takuri, Canyon Trade, and Curiosity Sale. And Takuri won't be in Mystery.
So yeah, we've definitely seen 4... We've seen 4 huge rupees. So yeah, I'm fairly... Oh, hi, Captain's Hat. Okay, we're gonna be Seed Salt on a Transformation Mask at this rate.
Oh, well, we found your hat, Captain.
Well, it was in a pretty nasty spot, too.
Well, if you don't want other people to get it, you put it in a nasty spot.
I mean, that's fair, but I don't like spiders. I'm good with animals, but I draw the line at insects.
So pretty much your solution to spiders, flamethrower.
I mean, there were fire arrows in here, so if I had a problem, I at least have a solution inside the building.
True.
We're still missing a handful of hints. I don't think we've seen a Ranch Sisters hint yet. Not that it would really matter, because the Goron Mask is already looking super late as is.
Let's see. We haven't gotten the Akana gossips, so that's 3. We haven't checked the Ranch gossips, and that's a bunch.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of hints here. We're missing a Foolish. And a couple of other sometimes and always hints. And we could get Garrow hints, too. All right,
we have all our swords.
Oops all swords. Oops all arrows. This seed is something else. But yeah, we still got to keep our eyes on Mundane here, because for all we know, Zoramask is just chilling on the 5 rupee turn-in. Although the 50 rupee turn is going to be the spicy one, because the only way we can get that is small Po, which can't be worth anyway, so... Yeah, the thing is, Small Po is in logic. It's not going to be Way of the Hero. Like, that specifically won't be Way of the Hero, but it's in play. Alright, Pojo is going to get Red Potion now. A little bit on the late side, but... Incoming bird? Okay. All Knight's Mask purchase is a red rupee. Now, is it cheap?
We're probably not going to find out.
Ooh, we can check a lot of mundane things here, actually. So we're going to get the 2 hundo, which is milk. Well, now if you need to check the 20 and the 5, you could do so. But yep, mundane's on.
And we got that red potion bottle, but not going to help.
Looks like Red's, looks like 20 was vanilla.
Mm. Give special milk, receive regular milk.
Now watch Pojo get, well actually no, there's not another Chateau drop beyond this point. Alright, so it's not the 20, the 5, or the 200. Nothing of importance there.
Give milk, receive heart.
Give half full milk, receive heart. Alright, we are going to see, we're going to get All Knight's Mask on Pojo's side as well.
Camera, please.
Okay, Link just, like, walking on his knees through the door.
Yeah, I think one of the previous races talked about how Doors was FD Anywhere's greatest enemy, and then they just found a solution around it.
Which is awesome.
Looks awkward as hell, but at least it works. Now the only thing that can stop Big Man is how many hearts you have.
Oh my. Alright, Pojo's gonna accidentally buy a super cheap heart container.
No, he won't.
Oh, right. It's, Oh, that's
it's
right.
42 rupees.
Yeah, it's not an expensive heart container. You could literally just bonk the tree and then get a couple rupees off the grass, but we're not going to do that in a speed run, so... we got Day 3 Ranch. I missed that first hint.
It was Ranch Sisters, and both are dead. Laundry pool is foolish.
Gee, thanks, game. We only checked that in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. Ouch. That gossip got a really big hit. Wow, both laundry pool foolish hints are here.
Loose translation, you wasted your time.
Bottle of Big Po conceals a bottle of Po, which is not required, so scoops are on.
All right. But Po not being required is pretty big, because that means the 50 is dead.
Yeah. But here's a big question. Where are our eggs?
Obviously not Deku Princess. Could be Small Po. Small Po, hot spring water, regular water. Not that it matters, since that should be turned off, since Frogs was already the long quest for this seed.
Mm. On one hand, that info is going to help Alex. On the other hand, he's probably going to kick himself for not picking up that bottle.
Oh, that's a white song.
Healing your storms.
What would be the spiciest right now? Healing does stuff like regional gossips and whatnot, but,
Storms. We could start Pamela, but we can't finish it.
So yeah, Alex is gonna see. So Alex just got the confirmation there that scoops are shuffled, but, Fish is vanilla, so... At the very least, is also going to be able to check Mundane with the 20, that's the 20 if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's see what our song is. Alright, it is Song of Healing.
Okay. So, healing is the better option. We get some clears done, or checks done.
Yeah, you could heal Macau next cycle. Can't heal Darmani without Lens, but, I think actually we just need Storms for Pamela, right? Yeah, just Storms.
Yeah.
Which...
We have Captain's Hat.
We have Captain's Hat and Fire and Lights, so we have, Egos and, we have Egos and... Oh, no, we don't have Mirror Shield. Never mind.
Yeah, no Mirror Shield.
But we do have Captain's Hat, so we do have one song in play right now. So we actually have a problem here. There are only guaranteed 2, maybe 3 required items left at this point. We only have one Wath left, and it's Snowhead Temple. So we're likely casino hunting for something here. Although, if it's a transformation mask, that's probably the best you can ask for, especially... Okay, so this is a question for the audience and for you, Axel. So... If you're in a mask casino, which of the 3 masks do you want to see last? Like, which is the most inconvenient to get, which locks the most checks and the most spread out checks? Chat's saying Zora. I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah, I would say I'd rather get Goron and not Zora. Or rather, Zora be my last mask, because that cancels out Pinnacle Rock, Iris Fortress, and even Great Bay Temple.
Alright, so... Pojo has gotten Stone Mask out of the All Knights Mask.
And is doing another cycle reset.
Interesting.
I just had a crazy idea. What if Dungeon ER is on? And Stone Tower Temple is our first temple, but we enter in its Snowhead.
Yeah, that's honestly what I'm thinking. Because that's been in play since we've picked up that bow, since we picked up that land title deed.
Which, if it is, that walk is just going to be for Goron, most likely.
It's probably going to be for Goron. That way that gives you a temple clear. Because we know Epona's is Wath at this point for land title deed to bow. Right now, it's looking like that's our first and only accessible bow.
Oh, Pojo... went to day 3 on Grandma's story. Okay, that explains it.
Oh, okay. Oh, probably read the long story twice. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, because he accidentally skipped past day 2, and we know day 2 is significant because day 2 woods conceals light arrows, which is actually that's now becoming a problem for Pojo, given what we know.
Well, right now he is going east. Gets the other Ranch Sisters hint.
He's gonna double check regional ferries here.
Which, yeah, we haven't checked any of those.
I can't see. Probably wasn't anything though.
Didn't activate.
Okay.
I think like if you hit it and then you immediately play it, it doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
And that gossip is about to get launched into space because of that bomb chew.
Oh yeah.
All right, storms. So Pamela is in play.
Oh, this is good. This is good. I like this.
That's true. That is Vanilla Storms. Is this even random?
Is.
That's a big chest on Kita.
I think so, yeah. Alright, Alex is going to see the, There was something nice here on Tingle. This was... Oh, yeah, and I think this is not cheap enough, unfortunately. Or was it? Nope, 2 rupees short.
Yeah. It looked like a big gilded, but it could have just been my perspective, considering I'm looking at it from below.
It might have been, it could have been either or, honestly. I wouldn't lose too much sleep over it, since Sonata's probably going to be very late to the bandwagon anyway at this rate.
Yeah. It's like that Pokemon. It's a Jigglypuff seen from above.
Is that something out of New Pokemon Snap or something?
No, that's like from the first season of the Pokemon anime.
Ah. You would think I would remember that, because that's the season I watched the most.
It's like Ash and everyone was like taking a test to get into the Pokemon League, like before they even had like all the badges. And the questions were really ridiculous. So it's like, what is this picture of? And apparently the picture is, it's a Jigglypuff seen from above. And hey, there's a mushroom.
Alright, so mushroom on fairy. Okay. Hopefully hot spring water's not on Sniffer. Maybe out of all this, somehow if we get a required Sniffer.
Or eggs on Sniffer.
That would just be nasty.
Wait, what if the Wath is for Sniffer?
If the Wath is for Sniffer, I'm gonna laugh.
Because at this point, we know that eggs is required for a song.
No, the song wouldn't be on eggs. The Skull Kid song replaces that.
Oh,
the remaining songs are Goron Baby, Egos, Graveyard, Boss Blue Warp, and I'm missing an obvious one somewhere, and Romani.
Yep, and also Pojo, unfortunately, with the power of FD, did not survive an Iron Knuckle.
Ouch. Yeah, FD boosts your attack, but it does not boost your defense.
We also got a sploosh death sound. Ooh.
Oh, you've got, I see, you've got Pojo's audio. Oh, I see. We switched to Pojo's audio.
Yeah. I've kind of like been switching the two based on whatever music I'm hearing.
I see. All right, well, Vanilla Storms for Pojo. Pamela is in play. And now we wait. And now we wait with smiles on our faces.
Let's go, Pamela. Let's go.
All right, Alex is going to get the bow here. Oh, this is a bit of a waltz around, but not too crazy. Yet. right, we got another hint here that reads, Road to Icona is foolish. Thanks, game. Did that Octorok just yeet FD Link backwards in a roll?
Yes. Saber's a simple man. Here's DK64 music. Swap.
Fair enough. Hey, DK64 randomizers got cool.
I hate to say it, but that joke would never get old to me.
All right, we know Shrine is foolish, so we're just going to get to this grotto and then dip.
Probably a skull token.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, with 60 tokens, you're bound to find them.
Apparently, Pojo misses every time he soars.
Yeah. But what is he missing?
I don't know. Well, light arrows for one thing.
Oh, that's actually true. He's
That-
orphaning Day 2 Woods.
Well, it's not orphaned right now. So here... Oh, wait a minute. If Pojo wants to get the red potion again, either the night trading post will hopefully be a reasonable price, or Pojo would have to cross the bank 1 threshold again, correct?
I believe so.
So, and that's going to set Pojo back a few hundred rupees. He's literally going to have to spill 200 on the floor somewhere.
But we're about to see if the prices are different.
Yeah, it is full price shuffle.
Also, we're a bit late on it, but happy 1 hour.
Indeed. We've been able to get into a dungeon for 40 minutes, and it's probably Dungeon ER for Way of the Hero Snowhead Temple.
Yeah.
40 minutes is an exaggeration.
Shout out to Saberstorm for the restream, and of course, to our trackers. If I can get this thing to work. Also Saberstorm and Majoria. And of course, the one and only Captain MD13 commentating this amazing seed with me, considering how crazy it is.
Yeah, you know, it was started out a little on the slower side, but now we're starting to see like late game stuff become a little more significant. A lot of our settings showed up a little bit slowly. That is a silver rupee on the Hugo. Also, an hour and 6 minutes later, and we're finally going north. We don't even know if snowballs are turned on.
That's true. And also an hour and 6 minutes in, this is our first... this is still the first cycle for Alex.
It is. Also, I don't think snowballs are on at this point.
Yeah, I definitely don't look like it. I don't know if we saw it earlier, but we did get the Butler hint, and the Butler is dead.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think snowballs are on. We would have seen like magic drops or something else by now.
Apparently we need Goron or Zora to do anything in Snowhead Temple. Does that mean FD can't help us out? Nice use of the bomb shoes from Alex. That's a big chest.
Picto. Okay.
And Pojo can check this.
Oh yeah, Smithy won.
FD can't push the block. Oh!
I mean, to be fair, FD was never meant to be used in that part of the dungeon, so that checks. Unfortunately, Smithy won is 234 rupees.
Oh my god! Man, this economy is garbage.
Now, whatever you do, Alex, do not get that bomber's notebook on the top of the clock tower.
He did not.
Notebook is not shuffled today.
Buddy plays for it, too.
Pojo desperately seeking that fairy because he was definitely almost dead there. And after already taking 1 KO to an Iron Knuckle, I can understand him not wanting to repeat that. fishwalk strats?
I mean, Pojo, you set up the scarecrow. Why don't you just do scarecrow? Especially now.
Yep.
Yeah, sadly that strat is a bit too fishy to work all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't see Pojo taking too much time with that carp.
That reminds me, I got some salmon recently. I'm gonna name it Ella.
Oh, jeez.
Full name? Salmonella.
Yeah, I was about to say, I see where you're going with this. Now, excuse me. Try to speak a valid point, get frog in throat.
I thought frogs weren't shuffled.
They're not, that's the weird part.
Or did you just try to eat Don Giro's mask?
No. What I was trying
Please
to
don't eat
say...
the mask.
What I was trying to say before the, before I decided to just go throw a hissy fit, was, we could check, Village Tingle here for, Cafe Mask.
True. I'm surprised that Pojo didn't do that. And I missed what item that the Deku Scrub is selling.
Skull token.
Okay.
Now that does look like a smaller gilded chest, I think. Let me take another look at that. Oh yeah, that's small.
Gilded and lens.
Not quite sure what Pojo was trying to do there.
He probably was trying to grab the chest while not looking at his screen.
Oh.
And then he was like, wait, why am I not Oh, I'm not even in the right spot.
Oh, wrong spot on the map, yeah. Okay, so nothing of note in Len's Cave. Alex decided not to go get... well, Alex doesn't have Cabin's Hat because he did not go to Ocean Spider House.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Ooh, so we've actually got both runners missing vital checks right now.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Alex who needs to pick up Captain's Hat, and I think there was something on fire from an unhinted now Ocean Spider House. Whereas Pojo needs to go to Day 2 Woods, which does still have time to do so, for light arrows, and is going to check the swamp photo here for the mundane reward.
Funny thing is, Pojo did get $100 for taking a picture of the photo guy's son.
Yeah, I mean he values his son very much. I can't fault him for that.
Yeah, I could actually give him credit for that. Most people just yell at you saying, "Stop taking pictures of my kids." Piece of heart for the big octo.
Trigger on Stone Tower Temple.
Okay, Pojo's going to the woods. Going to see the price of the red potion here. And the blue potion. Although we won't get the blue potion because no mushroom.
Yeah, Pojo reset that away, I think. Not within reason.
So yeah, that red potion from Bay gets very important.
Either that or it's just nighttime trading post again. Is that something we can see in the spoiler log? Or will we have to ask our runners to look back at that later?
We should be able to check in the spoiler log, I want to say. Also, hold on, let me see the hint.
They are in spoiler log, okay.
Okay, so yeah, West Clocktown is Fish Deity Mask. I wonder if that red potion bottle would also be considered Wath at this point.
Unlikely, because there was another bottle available in Deku Palace, and that wasn't locked by... Given how early FD was, that was not locked by the bottle on Bank 1. So, unlikely.
But the red potion... So far, we need the Giant's Wallet to purchase it. And granted, KT Bean does have a good point. We never checked the blue potion purchase in Canyon.
That's true. That because blue potion also works.
Yeah. So until we see what the blue potion costs, what if that red potion is also Wath? Actually, no. I don't think it would be because it didn't get us anything.
Yeah, I didn't. There wasn't anything on the witches. The boat cruise wouldn't have mattered since FD could have done the rest.
And Shiro's dead.
Yes, because Road to Icon is foolish.
Yeah, so never mind. Yeah, Lighthouse is in the garage, so it doesn't matter. And Pojo is still not getting it. But then he's on day 2, so...
Yeah. We're gonna see a deleted Pirate's Fortress again, aren't we?
Probably. And Pojo will find a mushroom, so could probably get the blue potion.
Yeah, it was priced low. I believe it was 41 rupees.
Never mind.
Oh, maybe a misclick on the stone on the Icona Owl. Okay, so Pojo actually missed there is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Although
I missed accurate.
Though I missed is pretty good, but I still think Hello there is one of the best.
I personally like the metal pipes.
Metal Pipes is great too. Spring Water is a fairy.
And we haven't checked Hot Spring Water.
Yeah, no sign of Hot Spring. Hot Spring Water might actually be on Sniff. Although Hot Spring Water is not going to do us any good at this point. We have fire.
At the same time, Pojo doesn't know that Scoops is on.
That's true. He did not get the hint that Big Po is Small Po, and so far all of his scoops otherwise have been vanilla, or at least the fish scoop has been vanilla.
Yeah, he probably saw the fish scoop and thought, okay, it's vanilla.
Yeah, that's why when it comes to scoop shuffle or entrance rando, I always say check two things, and that's a more reasonable cafe mask. Unfortunately, Alexander is still 21 rupees short.
Yep.
But it is a reasonable cafe's mask, so that has been in place since Bo.
Midnight Meeting is in logic.
Yeah.
And Letter to Mama.
Yeah. Madame Roma 2's in play. Romani's mask would have actually been really nice because you probably could have gotten some cheap Chateau. Or it could have been twice as expensive. Take your pick. All right. Alex is getting... I think this is actually just getting the rupees for cafe mask. Or not.
Seems like it.
Also going to check the business scrub. Oh, wait, no. It's just going to get the extra 20 off of this.
Yeah, he already got the heart piece from the scrub.
Actually,
or
if
whatever it is.
Remind if mundane is rando, Is vase minigame also a check?
Ooh.
I think so.
I want to say yes.
Well, either way, we can't check it anyway because no Zora mask.
Yeah.
No extremely late Zora mask, I might add.
Zora mask could just be our last mask for this seed, so it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, we're looking at like a potential transformation mask. It's either transformation mask go mode or have fun full clearing the entirety of the game looking for mirror shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, day 2 bats.
Hmm. Yeah, both runners are missing a key important item right now, and it's in a place that technically they should be checking, or already have checked.
Oh, we can also check day 1 Goron shop, so this could also be a cheap red potion.
True.
Although I don't think Alex is going to check it at this point. I don't think he has any further need of those.
Alright, here's a Skulltula token.
Nope, he's calling me a liar.
Yeah,
Maybe just
like
double
it's not
checking.
working.
Yeah, just double. Maybe he was just checking to see if late shops were shuffled.
Are we really gonna cringe swim? We are.
Oh, that chest is
Probably.
gilded. Oh, it might have been small gilded though.
Yeah, it's a small gilded. I mean,
Yeah.
Hodu could also do stage lights, so...
Could you imagine if after all this it was Goron Mask on the Scrub and we actually had a Scrub relocation seed? I mean, we're missing Swamp Title Deed, but even still.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the purchase would be hidden behind a Giant's wallet. Because everything else already is. Nothing on stage lights. Unfortunately, as I don't think you can do Lulu photos as humans, so we need Zora. Because that's another 2 mundane checks. Yeah, mundane adds a surprisingly large amount of stuff.
And yeah, here's hoping that Alex goes to Ocean Spider House soon.
So yeah, Pojo's getting back this very expensive red potion.
And then taking the money back.
We got Bo very late.
I mean, we've had the bombs for a while, so we could have done Bomb Skip Ball or Bomb Chew, whatever it is.
We could have also done day 3 Honey and Darling with Deku and Magic, because that was relatively early.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh no, Pojo, your tryouts. Okay, Celtics want him.
All right, meanwhile, Alexander has set up Midnight Meeting. Just in time, too.
Mm-hmm. Is this going to be Ocean Spider House?
That would be the best case scenario for Alex, because that would ideally shove him to Snowhead Temple. Not Snowhead. I still think Stone Tower is going to enter into Snowhead, but although if it is, again, we can't do anything, so...
Yeah. Sadly, he's going to Zora Cape.
I feel like we're missing something else that's not hinted. Like, the way the seed is talking, one of our transformation masks might just be chilling someplace, like, it could be just here on Town or Swamp Archery.
We know Mundanes are on, and Kirby fan in chat did mention Day 2 bats in Graveyard. That could be important.
Yeah, that could be our opponent Woth, even. It'd be funny.
Hmm?
It would at least line up. I mean, it's probably more for the land title deed, but even still.
I mean, opponent Woth could be for just Ocean Spider House.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Climstone Tower with FD is on, right? Yeah, apparently it is.
Yeah, Climstone Tower, but if the dungeon entrance is into Snowhead Temple, then, as we've discussed previously, we can't do anything in there.
Yeah, but for all we know, it may just be for Inverted Stone Tower or something.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it could just be vanilla. We don't have any of the rando, or any entrance rando. Maybe even boss rando is off.
Uninverted, I think, is never shuffled, yeah.
Yeah, uninverted is never shuffled. Which is why we also appreciate a Stone Tower Temple Foolish hint.
Indeed.
And never the Woth.
The Scarlet Rupee, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was the Scarlet Rupee. That's what Dampe, that's the 30 rupees Dampe gives you for Day 2 bats. Maybe that's Pojo's clue. Yeah, it's not, because normally Dampe doesn't give you a physical item, so they just made a Scarlet Rupee to compensate. Oh, Alex is cringe swimming too. I mean, granted, it's a fast cringe swim, but...
it's still cringe.
On top of that, Pojo's now going into Day 2 Woods, so all the time that the lead that Alex had from Light Arrows previously basically has been hemorrhaged off due to this.
Hmm. How much were beans?
Good question.
And I don't think Pojo gets lights.
I don't think they were unreasonable.
155. They're pretty expensive.
And by unreasonable, I mean actually doable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did we never check this grotto?
We did.
Okay.
It was nothing. Yeah, our runner's not even bothering to check the Garrow hints. Oh, was that Great Spin? Question mark?
Might have been a Skulltula token.
Oh no, it's Great Spin on the ledge.
Oh.
I mean, that's nice, but it's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I think it just comes down to neither runner has really wanted to pull the trigger on Stone Tower Temple.
They're probably hoping, please don't let it be. Let me find something that'll put me away from there.
I got a news. At the rate we're going, I got a news flash for you. And this is looking like Stone Tower Temple's going to be our first enterable dungeon, because we have healing and storms, and we can't access the other songs.
Which reminds me, Pojo, go do Pamela. Come on.
Okay. Oh, you might be getting your wish, Alex.
Wait, Alex? What is he wishing for?
Oh, wait. Sorry, Axel. You literally the same 4 letters.
It is?
Sorry. Dingus moment.
Oh? No,
Oh.
he's actually going for Stone Tower, which, okay, we want him to do that.
The fake out. Camera. Okay.
Although, to be fair, he couldn't really enter the temple without light arrows. So.
Yeah. Songs are hard.
I just remember something. Apparently someone actually has a thing in their chat where if the chat puts in certain commands, it will play a song if the commands line up properly.
Yeah, that's like a sort of crowd control integration.
Yeah, but it's not for a game. It's actually for the stream itself.
Yeah, like Twitch plays Pokemon or Twitch plays FTL faster than light. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. The guy who designed that, pretty much a genius. Now maybe we should get that for ZSR.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, chat just spamming, trying to play all the songs because they know what songs they want to play.
Or runners are trying to play a song and then suddenly somebody accidentally presses A instead of down C. And then everybody just spams that ZFG songs are hard emote.
Endless No. It had to be in an actual Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask song. So it's Song of Healing, Song of Time. Oh, Song of Time would be funny. It actually just restarts the stream.
Hey folks, welcome to Zelda Speedruns 4. We're here with the Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament. All right, well, an hour and a half later, and in Pojo's case, a very late light arrows, and we're finally going to pull the trigger on Stone Tower Temple as
Once he
our
hits the
first
target.
entrance.
We're also going to find out, is this dungeon randomizer? Is it boss randomizer?
Yeah. Yeah, now, I think if you're Pojo, you want this to be Vanilla Stone Tower, and you want this to be, it is Vanilla Inverted Stone Tower, at least for now. You want the boss Blue Warp to be Sonata, because that gives you another dungeon. Although there are a lot of checks in here.
Yeah. So at this rate, Snowhead Temple is definitely looking to be WAP for either Mirror Shield or Zora.
Pretty much. Alex is going to check Camaro for us with healing. I don't think we've seen this yet.
Garo Master, in terms of what settings we have on, we have FD Anywhere. Skulltula tokens are shuffled. Random price shuffle. Scoops are on.
Sniffer?
Oh, we found Sniffer. Scoops are on. What else is on? There was something else. I was just thinking about it and I forgot it. Cause Sniffer.
Mundane items.
Mundane.
Mundane items.
Long quest.
And yeah. That's a big chest.
Mm. Yeah, price randomizer, Uni. Yeah, random prices would probably be the more accurate.
Oh, Sniffer leads to hot spring water. Oh, we could have something critical in the well. This could be a well seed.
Oh, wait, we don't have Gibdo.
We don't, but that even still, there's
but
hope.
That one could be for Gibdo.
There is hope. There is actual hope. After all this, Sniffer could still be required.
Yep. Both Spider Houses, Garromancer.
We haven't seen what Small Poe results in, but this is probably Deku Princess.
That means Pojo has to complete this cycle. No, it's eggs!
Now, Pojo's got 4 bottles, to be fair, so that's not a particularly big waste. Sorry, Alex. The economy in Termina's kind of junked right now.
Yeah. Yes, big man.
Ow. Alright, so Alex is picking up another set of hot spring water. Can you... Pojo tried to jump slash the Wizrobe. That is not a good idea on this one, isn't it?
I don't know about this one. I know Shrine is the one you don't want to do it on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this Wizrobe is giving a very bad pattern because you can't lock onto it until you're practically point-blank range. Not practically point-blank, but...
He's going in the worst possible locations.
Not a smart fall. That's a big gilded. Oh. Oh, wait, just put you back up here. Never mind. I thought it did way worse. I thought that was leads to another 4. You can tell I'm not used to Stone Tower Temple when it actually has something in it.
Yep.
Too much standard. And hot spring water is just steamy water. So I think that means... the only 2 remaining scoops we haven't seen are Eggs and Deku Princess. Which have to be, between the 2 of them, can either be from scooping an egg or scooping Deku Princess. So Deku Princess could just be vanilla.
And eggs, I think, would be Big Poe.
Which would make eggs, Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Eggs,
I forgot about Big Poe.
Yeah, because Big Poe is, Small Poe.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna get a Poe Sisters check.
Ocho just have to be a little bit cautious right now.
Oh yeah, health problems.
Is this gonna kill him?
I think Pojo just realized that. Oh no, it doesn't do damage.
Okay.
Now that being said, Pojo's got a bottle of milk. Ooh, that's another big gilded.
That's small. It's definitely a Skulltula token.
Oh, looked bigger on this on the screen.
Yeah. Very helpful hearts. Oh, actually no, it is a big one.
There's Goron. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're
finally
getting
found a
somewhere.
second mask. Okay, so this pretty much confirms that Snowhead is either going to be for Zora or Mirror Shield.
Yeah, we still need to find Lullaby, which could just be Boss Blue Warp at this point.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It could even be Vanilla.
It could be. Boss Blue Warp could be literally anything at this point. So, yeah, Pojo at this point is just going to go ahead and clear the dungeon.
Might as well.
So we're just looking for at least Zora, at most Mirror Shield on top of that. Because, actually, no, we do need Mirror Shield, because we already have Healing and Storms. So yeah, Mirror Shield's required. So yeah, by the way, have fun full clearing the whole game looking for either Zora Mask or Mirror Shield, because one of those is going to be unhinted. Ah,
All right, Pojo.
buckle up, chat. This is gonna be a casino.
Mm-hmm. And boss doesn't look to be randomized, but we'll have to check a second dungeon.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for boss entrances or boss shuffle for now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alex is going to second day here.
Watch Sword be on Twin Mode, then the seed is pretty much over.
Yeah. Like if you're the folks at home, you want to see nothing else before we get to Snowhead. You want this boss blue warp to be Lullaby.
And Alex doing Deku Playground. Good question, Fox. We don't know if he knows that FT is logic for STT.
All right, down goes Twin Mold with a kaboom.
Fitting considering Twin Mode explodes.
Mm-hmm.
20 rupees. So, unfortunately, it's not Zora on Twin Mode, as someone wanted.
And the boss blue warp song is Goron Lullaby. There you go. So Stone Tower Temple was your first forced logically clearable dungeon for Goron Lullaby. And we've had access to that dungeon for like an hour.
I mean, once we got that Goron mask, we could have just left and made Woodfall be our first logical clear dungeon, because Lullaby would have been Sonata, maybe.
It could have been, but if it turns out that that's New Wave, then or Oath, then yeah.
Yeah. Shh, I live in the low chance percent, okay?
So do I sometimes. It's okay.
That's because it's funnier when it happens.
All right, so yeah, if you're the runners, you want this Way of the Hero to be Mirror Shield, because then that should solve the rest of the seed for you.
Mm-hmm. But if it's
not
Sora,
really, actually.
then that's bad.
Ooh, it looks like we on the restream we're buffering for a second, so give us a second, we'll fix that.
Uh-oh.
All right, Lullaby. We're gonna see in the meantime. We'll provide you some audio commentary. Alex is doing Town Archery. Lullaby, turns out, will yield a Sonata. Or Crybaby Goron will yield a Sonata. So your prediction, Axel, was actually correct.
Okay, I guess I gotta refresh, because I got that after.
Oh, yeah, I might be ahead now, too. Bear with, we're resyncing everybody.
Okay. Pojo's song timed.
Oh, well, I tried refreshing my comm page. That was a mistake.
Time.
All right, so Pojo has cycle reset here. And Alex is going to... is back in Great Bay.
Great Bay. Hopefully this is Ocean Spider House.
Yeah. So right now it is looking like Alex has a lead. Ooh, good thing that powder keg is only 97 rupees. Alex has did I say Alex? I said Alex has lost his lead that he had earlier because of the earlier light arrows, just because of not going to Ocean Spider House in time.
Yeah, he is way behind for just for putting this off.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why he waited so long, given that Spider House was already very loaded and Ocean tokens had shown up previously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I
we're gonna
wonder
get
if maybe it's a logic thing.
Yeah. We are aware the stream is still having hiccups, folks. We're working on it.
I guess the real question is it the restream itself, or is it just the runners?
No, it's not the runners, because our feeds are still pretty clean on our end.
Well, I had a few jumps after a refresh, and I'm getting synchronized again.
Yeah, mine hasn't been doing that a whole lot. So Alex is seeing the another one of those major gold rupees.
Okay, no, it's the restream, so they can hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us. So yeah, we're kind of improvising with an audiobook for a little while, folks. So bear with. So yeah, if you're just coming in, the story of this seed is that we've had a fairly early accessible stone tower temple, and that is basically our first kind of logical dungeon. You could have broken out of it with Goron Mask afterwards and gotten Sonata. Okay, there's Oath. Oath is on Romani's game. This flaming arrow needs to find its target. Unfortunately for Alex, fire arrows are actually right around the corner, and he's actually going to be very annoyed when he picks them up and says, "Where were these when I needed them 5 minutes ago?" Again. Yeah, because they are in the dining room, as I like to call it. Pojo has soared over to the mountain. So this is going to be our Snowhead Temple dive at this point. Which currently is Way of the Hero. That was like one of the first Way of the Heroes we got, and we haven't been able to check it. Ooh, that's a Keaton mask. We haven't been able to check it for ages, courtesy of a very late Goron mask, which was in Stone Tower Temple on the Death Arms chest. Well, nothing of importance here.
That's an interesting bit of tech from Alex. I didn't know that you could just roll on top of the pot to get the spider out.
I didn't either.
Apparently the restream thought, hey, since you liked it so much, here, see it again. Oh, Alex getting that Bremen mask reminded me, we have not checked lemons yet.
We have not checked lemons yet.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, so Snowhead Temple, Pojo's finally entering it, and if you are the runners, you want this to be Mirror Shield, because then it reduces the amount of checks that you need to look at for where Zora is. But if it's Zora, you're going to cry because that opens quite a lot.
It means you have to basically full clear the entirety of the game looking for Mirror Shield, because we know Egos has New Wave now.
Mm-hmm. Except for GBT, thankfully.
Which, honestly, isn't that much of a silver lining.
Yeah, because we still have to check both Pirate's Fortress interior and exterior, which it could just be there.
Knowing this seed, it probably is.
I mean, I do have hope it could just be on Pamela.
It could be, because it's been in play for... Because here's the thing, this Mirror Shield is effectively unhinted at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to get any more intel. Unless it's on a sometimes check, like that a Garrow hint would reveal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Our comm feeds are also going to be jumping around a little bit while we sort this out, so bear with.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my feed just got sent back a few seconds here.
Yeah, it's been happening to me quite a bit. And the one thing about this Snowhead Temple Wath, it could even just be for a trade item.
Oh no. Apparently Alex busted out of Ocean Spider House too early and does not have fire arrows or captain's hat. Might have ran out of arrows. Wait, Alex was in the room with fire arrows and captain's hat. Unless... Yeah, I don't see them marked on his tracker. Why wouldn't he...
I saw his mouse move, but I don't think it's grabbing anything.
Oh, it's a Crimson Rupee, not a Scarlet Rupee. Okay.
Yep. Oh, wow. Nice lock bow in Snowhead Temple.
You might be a few seconds ahead of me here, because I haven't seen that yet. Yeah,
I just refreshed, folks, so...
Yeah, again, folks, we're all over the place back here. Bear with.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Alex is within striking range of Bank 3. Whoa, okay. Just saw Pojo almost fall off the ledge to get that bow upgrade.
Okay, I'm way ahead.
Yeah, you're way ahead. My restream says it's 49 seconds behind right now.
Yeah, I'm like 11 seconds right now.
Yeah. I don't want to refresh the comms page because I'm worried it's going to make it worse. By the way, we still haven't found this Way of the Hero yet in Snowhead Temple.
Yeah, and we did find a small chest that didn't have a skull token. It just had a bottle, a milk refill. Oh, this is a clever little trick. Never mind, I just got pushed back in time.
Alright, so yeah. Alright. Oh. Okay.
That is quite the jump.
Yeah. Big man, folks.
Big man!
Alright, so it looks like we have the runners back at the very least. We're just syncing them up again for you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we'll see if Wizrobe has anything good for us. We also confirmed, by the way, that it's Keezy, so... That'll at least save us a little bit more trouble. Okay, so Alex is back in the room with Fire and Captains. Okay, and is going to go back and get it. Must have ran out of arrows at first. Maybe just got bad RNG on the skull puzzle. Because, yeah, this is going to be his Fire and Captains.
But first, a swamp token.
Oh, yeah, there was also the Chateau.
Yeah, he finally gets his second bottle. All right, land title deed.
Okay.
Or swamp title deed.
Okay. I mean, we can turn that in.
Yeah.
That's a pretty trash wath if it is. Oh, actually, it's not really. We're already right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex now has fire and is about to get captains here. Yeah, and I think he's going to realize, oh, I may have done goofed a little bit here.
Yeah, maybe you should switch some of the audio with Pojo, because, oh, I missed. Darn, nothing.
So far, Saber, the only thing we found in Snowhead Temple was a swamp title deed. Which, I mean, it's not nothing. It's not great, but it's not nothing. Alex, meanwhile, has finally picked up fire and captains. Yeah, I think Pojo's just getting the key confirmation there.
We love our fetch quests, especially when it makes the runners suffer in pain, because that's what we, the chat and audience, like to watch.
We engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery.
We respect our runners. We just love watching the pain.
Yeah, this last hour has not full hour, but most of this last hour has been fairly slow. I think, because, yeah, it really just came down to Alex didn't want to pull the trigger on Stone Tower Temple. Mm-hmm. This is another small chest. If this is, okay. Actually, I think we're out of fetch quest items. We saw Ocean. Didn't we see Mountain Deed already? Well, maybe not.
No, we haven't seen Mountain.
Well, we can't turn it in anyway, so...
Yeah, because we can't enter the room without Zora.
Mm-hmm.
So... The only other check is on Goat, and yep, that's all you want to happen. Alright. Time to roast some bark.
BRB, death warping.
And again. Link's poor knees.
Gotta get some of those Portal Longfall boots. I would love that, if that would be like something in the next Zelda game. Like, it's like a little more futuristic than like the Tekken Breath of the Wild, and you get like Longfall boots that stop fall damage. I mean, you kind of already have been leaning towards that lately since Skyward Sword with the Paraglider, but even still... the Sailcloth, rather, but even still.
Hmm. Yeah, sadly, I've still not played the Switch Zelda games. I might play them when I get a Switch 2, just so I can have, like, the upgraded, specs and all that.
Apparently, the Switch 2 versions run very smooth and have much faster loading times.
Which is something I really, really prefer in my games.
All right, we're seeing Day 2 Grave from Alex. I don't know if we saw this from Pojo. I don't think we did.
No. I mean, we saw this part. This is where you get storms.
Oh, okay. So Alex just never checked the bat chest. Oh, wait, no, Alex just straight up never got storms because Lake Captain's hat.
Yeah.
Goat is currently clipped under the floor, but it does not matter. All right. If it's not the Swamp title deed, what is our Wath? Also, Kaboom.
Also fitting, Kaboom. Ooh. Alex going with the regular hero strats. Looks like it's the Swamp title deed.
Okay. Folks and friends of Speed Gaming, we present to you Trash.
And sadly, it can't be on... the Wath can't point to springtime, if I recall. So it has to be that title deed.
No, it would have been Mountain Village if it was springtime. Extended Magic's pretty nice, though.
Yeah, we'll take it. Although I noticed that Pojo didn't check the Gossip Stone.
No, he did not. I wonder if he thinks there's already no more hints left.
I'll just check them just for the heck of it. And we haven't checked Garo hints, which right now would actually be very helpful.
Yeah, because if Zora, or if whatever our other missing Wath item is on any of those major sometimes checks, those Garo hints would hopefully tell us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Alex is currently going to turn in the Bremen mask. We're going to get to see lemons here.
Mm.
I think that at least that's the only other reason he could be here at this point.
You know what would be a comedy option?
Mm-hmm.
This Swamp title deed just gives us the Mountain title deed.
Yeah. And we've already gotten Ocean much earlier.
Because then we have to find
Whoops.
Zora to turn that in for most likely Mirror Shield.
Yeah, but that would tell me that Zora would have been in play way earlier. I mean, it could have just been behind a very recently unlocked Goron check. Like, it could also just be on Keg Trial.
True.
Because that only just got unlocked courtesy of Fire Arrows. Or not Fire Arrows, of Goron Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, moment of truth. What is our Wath from Swamp title deed?
That's true. We also have All of Woodfall Temple.
That is true.
Alright, we get the Zora.
Alrighty, folks, have fun full clearing literally the whole game minus Great Bay Temple looking for Mirror Shield.
Yep. I think it's time for a bet.
Yes, sir. In before it's right here on Keg Trial, and it was like, oh, well, never mind.
We are getting lemons from Alex, though. Who's already done it.
Okay, so Keg Trial is not progression. So yeah, we are currently looking, folks, for a unhinted Mirror Shield. And we do now have a bet in place. Yeah, reminder, our foolish locations are Secret Shrine, Road to Icona, and Laundry Pool. Which honestly,
I'm actually doing a legit bet this time.
I am going to bet... Which chest in Well is locked by Hot Spring Water?
You know what? I have no idea. You might as well just put that. Chest locked by Hot Spring Water. Oh, that would have also been more comedy if we got the Gibdo mask off that deed turn in instead.
Yeah, I'm just going to put that bet down there now, because if that's the case, then we have a required sniffer.
Hot Spring Water lock Well Cow.
Well Cow could be in play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be hinted by now.
Delivering. That would be hinted, actually, yeah.
So, probably not.
It could have been on that one hint that Ojo actually skipped.
Could be. There's a couple other... maybe. Well, it could just be right there.
It could be right there.
If it is, then, I mean, it's already 2 hours, 5 minutes, and it's just a 2-dungeon go mode. Oh, it's the seahorse. Too bad that's already confirmed dead.
Okay, that's a fun thing to find.
Oh, there goes one of your bottles. Good thing you have 4.
You know, on one hand, this temple was submerged in water, so it could have survived. On the other hand, it's poison water, so it probably didn't survive.
No, it wasn't even found in water anyway.
Well, the temple was submerged in water.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And, oh, yeah, happy 2 hours, everybody.
All right, we are going to get a Madame Aroma 2 check, I think, from Alex. Or is this All Knight's Mask? Oh, it's All Knight's Mask.
Yeah, shout out to our restreamer and tracker Saberstorm, and also on tracking Majoria. Of course, our runners Alexander Harrold and pojolonewolf. And to Captain MD, who is definitely calming this pretty silly race.
Oh yes, thank you, Axel. It has been a very hilarious race. You know, it started out, and I know I said this an hour ago, but yeah, our settings didn't start out particularly spectacular, but what they did have, we ended up making something pretty good out of it. Especially the skulls.
The skulls was the comedy initially, and then we just started getting everything off skulls that it became less comedy.
Well, we got everything off skulls, and then we kind of slowed down for almost the last hour. Because essentially no one wanted to, as I've said before, nobody wanted to pull the trigger on Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah. And I am starting to think maybe Alex doesn't know about the FD logic for Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, that's becoming a problem, because we know Lullaby is on Boss Blue Warp, and we only would be able to... If Alex wanted to get that... Alex would still have to get into Stone Tower Temple to get Goron Mask at this point, so... Yeah, this is becoming a problem. And you can't get Zora
without it.
Yeah, I think I would say, I often say every seed is a lesson, and the one for this one, double check your FD Anywhere tricks.
Yeah. I think, like, the Mystery Settings 2 tournament has made people forget about FD logic. Or have to learn about FD logic, because there's been a lot of FD logic related stuff that people have kind of like been missing out on. Which, yeah, to be fair, I can't blame them.
You know what else is in play? No, it's not. We need Romani Mask sound check. I would love.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a sound check at this point. The problem is, it could be literally anywhere. It's most likely Zorlocked, given that that was the last thing we found, and we've checked almost everything else. Well, the Stone Mask will be nice for Pirate's Fortress, at least. But... it could be nice for Pamela. That's still on the table. That's been on the table for a very long time.
And Mirror Shield could just be there.
Oh, it could be in the... It could be in the Stone Tower Bean chest, couldn't it?
Yeah. It could even be in regular Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, because that's also been sitting in our pocket for almost as long. Because, yeah, the climb was in play as soon as we got Deku Mask. Or not Deku,
Pojo just skipped FT.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pojo just skipped regular Stone Towers, which I kinda can't blame him, but still.
My guess is that Pojo was more guessing towards, was more looking to try and get to Boss Blue Warp and thinking that it could be Snowhead Temple. And trying to chase the Wath, which makes a lot of sense, but now we have this new problem where, again, I mean, granted, it's been kind of dangling on our minds for a while, but we're now in this unhinted Mirror Shield casino.
Mirror Shield could be in Dark Room.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, like, besides Great Bay Temple, literally anywhere at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get our Madame Aroma 2 check. Oh, huge rupee. Might as well check to see how expensive the chateau is.
I'd laugh if it was on Zora eggs, but I doubt it.
I don't think it can't. It can't. I don't think it can be because the only long quest enable is frogs. Oh, well.
There's our wallet upgrade.
Now remind me, we've already purchased the cafe mask. Was anything else critical locked behind Giant's wallet? I don't think so.
Not off the top of my head. And yeah, Zora eggs are off. I know. I just want something to be on Zora eggs, even if it's not possible.
It is rando, therefore it is only a matter of time. That being said, Alex was within striking range of Bank 3, but also just blew 150 rupees on Don Garo Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like dungeons and bosses are vanilla at this point. Boo. We can safely rule that in. Well, boss quote-unquote.
It was a boss? I just saw a cutscene. I mean, it was nice of the devs to make it so that one of the bosses was just the cutscene boss, so we don't stress ourselves. Just to see what we have to fight in the future.
All right, well, that's our swamp medallion picked up. Wait.
And Pojo is not gonna take the Deku Princess.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need another cycle with the... actually, we might not. In Pojo... What's Pojo's time of day? It's not night 3, obviously, because the sky's not red, but...
It's night 1.
It is? Okay. Yeah, Pojo, depending on how this seed plays out, might not need another cycle.
Is he doing aliens?
I hope not. It's too early for aliens anyway. Might be checking the cows.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because we weren't able to check this earlier because of Lake Goron. So, yeah, this only just semi-recently got put into play. So, yeah, Pojo's got a couple hours before aliens.
Okay. Meanwhile, we are seeing Reverse Well. Just for the Mirror Shield.
Won't say no to a heart.
Also, Saber has an evil idea for a setting for Mystery. Random boss health values.
Oof. Although you would probably need to put like a health bar on screen just to indicate that a little bit.
20 hit Odawa. Is that with or without FD?
I was about to say, like, 20 hits of what?
With FD. Is that jump slashes or beams?
Alright, so it's not the ranch cows.
Right, 20 hits is not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't Mirror Shield chest. Apparently notes don't echo outside of a barn.
Yeah. If you have enough skull tokens, could you make a shield? Probably. Alex?
Oh, here we go.
Pamela. I think we already checked Gorman.
All right, moment of truth. Does Pamela have Mirror Shield? Unhinted Mirror Shield.
I was about to say, is Pojo going to also do it? But no.
No, this is going to be to check the ledge.
And, moment of truth, just a skull token.
Oh. All right, Ocean Tidal Determinant was also not the answer. Surprised Pojo's not grabbing Great Spin there.
I would say, Pojo, go check the hint.
I don't know what I think you rush PF.
Yeah.
Because it's getting to the point now where, at this point, all you have left are Zora checks.
Yep.
And Pirate's Fortress has a lot of checks. Not any added in this setting, but... Although, you can get one extra check with the Pirate pick, since the Seahorse was randomized.
Yep. It could be in PR.
Could be. Just not Seahorses. Whoops, bad bow placement. Halt! Yeet! Yeah, unfortunately, Alex just not pulling the trigger on Stone Tower Temple here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say at this point, Pojo is very much in a good place here as far as the race is concerned.
Nobody checked the actual Seahorse itself for the picture turn-in.
They did not, because at the time we had no Picto Box anyway. There it is. Literally right in the front door, PF. Literally the next thing you could possibly have gotten with Zora Mask. Alright, we're in go mode. Seed solved.
I should have just said PFE. I should PFI.
Oh well. That's nowhere near as funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, somewhere stupid isn't going to match with this. I can't do my bet.
So yeah, at this point, yeah, Pojo's just going to grab New Wave, do Great Bay Go mode Great Bay Temple with no big key. How much faster does FD make Great Bay Temple in Go mode?
Good question, chat. You probably know this.
I would assume, like, there's a couple of switches you probably don't have to turn, right? Because I think FD Link could probably just jump right over the green pipe to the boss door.
Yep, and apparently it helps a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No green valves needed, so... Yeah, this is going to be a very fast... We might even see a sub 230 here. That being said, excuse me a moment.
Okay. Yeah, this is not really looking good for Alex. I think they probably just don't realize that FD logic is enabled for Stone Tower Temple Climb. So... kind of unfortunate. Not just rushing Ocean Spider House Ventinor at least for Alex, but they just have foregone going to Stone Tower Temple. So, might be something that we can bring up in the interview. Speaking of, let me pull up my notepad to... any potential stuff. And Deku Soldier Strats from Pojo. Yeah, Alex has never... has not even touched Stone Tower at all. Like, not even the climb. And there's new wave for Pojo. Alright. We get a heart piece for Mundane Bats. Yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, Skygoro, I think like the FD logic is just kind of like messing with a lot of runners. Because we've seen in previous races where FD is the logic for progression in a number of places, but they also kind of forget that. Which, again, to be fair, FD Anywhere is only seen in Mystery. But I think some of these races are pretty much kind of like being a bit of a wake-up call for people to recheck FD logic to make sure that they know exactly what's possible and what isn't. Yep, Tales of Symphonia, Darius Carlon music, the final dungeon. Really good track. Oh, Pojo gonna, or not Pojo, Alex gonna turn in the mushroom. There's a bit of a settings document dedicated to FD Logic. It's a big document. FD Logic takes a couple of seats to wrap your head around, and I don't think we've had it since Mystery 1. That's definitely true, Fifth Whammy, so... Again, it's definitely like a case of the logic is definitely messing with a lot of people, and they're kind of like just not realizing that FD is probably the logical play for this. And considering like what you have to like wrap your head around in a mystery setting type of seed where anything can be turned on, yeah.
All right, so I see Alex is looking to get a blue potion for the well.
I don't know if it's for the well. He still doesn't have Gibdo. But
Okay.
he's definitely like going back and checking a number of things that he hasn't done. Yeah, let me correct myself. Not everything can be turned on. It's more like, out of all the possible settings that can be changed, any of them can be turned on.
Kotake having something like Gold Dust or Chateau is actually really good. If you need to just get extra copies for like Bank or Smithy, because then if you talk to her, don't give Kome the potion, and then come back, she'll just give you another one for free. Case in point. That's now the third time Alex has had to pick that up. But yeah, the blue potion was... Oh.
Heart piece.
Okay.
Yeah, Pierce Deity is both game-breaking and mind-breaking, especially Mystery.
Definitely mind-breaking. But also game-breaking. But yeah, since we don't need to do the green valve, it's just a matter of yeet. And just like that, we're there. That was a very fast Great Bay Temple.
Mm-hmm. Time for a fishy dinner. Ooh, now I have to decide, do I want salmon or steak tonight for dinner?
I'm gonna have pasta.
Ooh, pasta's always a good choice.
Well, we had a choice. Steak, fish. Ah, yes, I remember I had lasagna.
Yes, Saberstorm, I will eat my salmonella.
All right. Well, it's looking good for Pojo. Might get a sub 230. Has to have a pretty clean Majora. But even still, 230, given that this ended up being a Mirror Shield casino, kind of.
Not bad.
Not too bad. I think it was just that slow mid-game. Otherwise, this seed actually probably... this would have been another, like, spoiler log seed that could have been super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, it literally was just go to Stone Tower Temple, get your Goron mask, and then grab the rest of your stuff after after Fire and Captains.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Alex is trying to check the rest of the mundane items, but unfortunately we know this is not going to be of use.
Yeah. But we still haven't found the lens. Which, if we did, it would push Alex to go check something that we haven't seen, but unfortunately it won't be anything. Lens was on one of the gravestones? Was it?
Might have been.
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember either, but could have been. I mean, at this point, everything's all kind of blended in. After looking for 2 hours, not for 2 hours, but looking for a full hour for a Goron mask.
Hmm. Well, apparently it was some item of truth.
Hmm. All right. Boss time for Pojo. And with 6 hearts and FD with extended magic, this fight should be free.
Narrator, it was not free.
It was, in fact, not free.
Alex back in Ocean Spider House, probably checking to see if they missed anything.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately for Alex, the painful realization is going to come in the interview, but... Oh, trying to get the Chateau for the 200 check.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that's the easiest spot to get it. Because we don't even know where Big Poes are, as far as scoops. It's probably Deku Princess.
Either that or eggs, because we never checked eggs.
Could be. And yep, easy fight. Annoying fight, but easy fight, easy game. That is GG. pojolonewolf wins this race with an official race time GG time of 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 42 seconds. Just shy of 2:30. Well done. All right, so Alex will not be joining us for an interview, but Pojo will. But
Okay.
we based on the race time conversation, Alex, it should be noted, Alex has DNF'd and will not be finishing, but Alex did, in fact, not know that you could climb Stone Tower Temple with FD.
Okay.
And on that note, pojolonewolf joins us in the booth. GG to you. Congratulations.
GG's. Thank you.
Yep, GG's.
So this was a pretty fun seed, all things considering. It started out with not a whole lot of settings changed, but then we saw Mundane was turned on, and then you went to Swamp Spider House, and then that's when the seed kind of really started spiking up a little.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then by the time I finished Spider House, then Ocean Spider House opened up pretty much. So after going to Dick Palace.
So between the two of you, you had both each missed a vital check somewhere. Now, Alex, FD logic notwithstanding, Alex did not get Fire or Captain's Hat after in Ocean Spider House right away. Alex got that much later than you did. You, on the flip side, waited until second cycle to go get Light Arrows out of Woods of Mystery Day 2. So that was what you were missing. And then for what felt like forever, nobody wanted to pull the trigger on Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, as soon as I got those lights, I knew that's what I was going to do if they were lights. I mean, obviously, if I got Zora, I go do Zora things, Goron things, but lights, that's an immediate Stone Tower climb with FD. So, and it turns out the whole seed was basically locked behind it, that going forward. So,
for the most part, yeah. We didn't get the best hints either because our Way of the Heroes were like West Clocktown Wath for... we think the West Clocktown Wath was for FD at this point because bottles were kind of sprinkled all over the place.
Yeah, it's FD.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And actually, there is one thing I'm curious about. Saber, if you have the log, feel free to enlighten us. What was the nighttime price in the trading post for the red potion? Because all the other red potions up to this point were hideously expensive until Giant's Wallet came up. So I'm that's the only thing I'm curious to know about. Other than that, luckily right after you found Zora, we were saying, oh, well, have fun full clearing the whole game looking for an unhinted mirror shield. But turns out it was just in the front yard of Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, I was hoping to get to the inner fortress so I could hear you say bees on the watch the pod, but...
Well, that's okay. You're going to get your wish anyway because there were plenty of that in Swamp Spider House.
Oh, that is very true.
Yep.
I couldn't run the risk.
We got bumblebees.
I couldn't run the risk. Because my last seed, the last seed I called Pirate's Fortress was also deleted. And that was with it being an all-overworld seed. Yeah, Saber confirms. It was only $74 for the nighttime red potion.
Dang it. That would have saved me a little bit of time because I, got to the witch's shop, tried to buy a red potion to go into Mystery Woods. It's like, nope. I'm like, oh, fine, I'll come back later. So.
Yeah. I'm also not sure what the Goron shop red potion price was either, because I think that was not checked. But that's price randomization for you. 178. Okay.
By the time I got to Goron Village, I was pretty sure those shops were shuffled, so I didn't even bother. So. Yeah. Though I do want to know why my Epona went behind the gate.
Yeah, we saw that too.
I played the Epona song right there before, and it just like, you don't get to ride Epona today. Come back later.
Oh dear. So much for looking at my
Mask
horse.
is a well-coded game with no programming bugs in it whatsoever.
None. Absolutely none.
Yeah, it was a that's never happened before moment. Other than that, yeah, oops, all song items. You know, wallet in the
Last
first
fall was
three.
in GBT.
Yeah, I mean, first wallet in the first 5 minutes. Your traditional season 4 start.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, the settings. I think we just had that slow mid game, just waiting on somebody to go for Stone Tower Temple. Other than that, great seed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, I could have done that climb sooner, but it's like I have a whole one check I can do up there. Why would I do that right now? So
Honestly, we were thinking that it was dungeon entrance rando, and maybe maybe Snowhead
STT
Temple was
was
the first
Snowhead.
one in. Yeah,
yeah,
but we would have needed something else besides what we had at the time.
yeah, because you would still needed light arrows to be able to even get in there, regardless. So
Yeah. Both of the
second
remaining-
and third bomb pack were in
Okay.
STT, so pretty much bomb lock bombs, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Because there was well, no, only fire and captains was in Ocean Spider House.
yeah, and captains didn't actually lead to anything. I don't think.
Yeah, no, because storms was useless.
Yeah,
Sorry, Pamela.
it just gave us a token in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the bombs were necessary to get into Ocean Spider House at least. But that being said, I don't have much else to say except we do have one race coming up tomorrow, same start time as today, 2
Okay.
p.m. Eastern. That is Kazobro versus Nasho. That should be a good race.
Yeah, that will be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wednesday afternoon, same time, Kazobro versus Skygoro is also due up. And then after that, we're going to have to see what the rest of our runners decide to schedule. So,
Sounds like a good week.
indeed. I mean, every day is a good day for Majora's Mask, Rando.
Oh, for sure.
That all being said, I have no further questions. Axel, anything you have to ask?
Wait, I thought it was Alex.
Yeah, I made that mistake earlier.
No,
To be fair.
only
to be
we
fair,
did have an Alex.
and between the two of you, between the two of them, both of them have A, L, E, and X in their names.
That's true. Considering that people compare my name to the Kingdom Hearts Axel, I could be considered Alex's nobody.
Fascinating.
I had no questions. The only question I really had to ask was for Alex, but since he's not here, and he did already give me the answer that no, he didn't. He wasn't aware of the FT logic for STT. I got my answer, so I have nothing else.
Yeah, I will say this seed has definitely been a lesson for folks in just learning the quirks of like price shuffle and FD anywhere. Today's lesson was definitely FD anywhere.
Yeah.
'Cause that's way more powerful than you might think.
Yeah,
Luckily, in
and
my
for any
case,
of the people that are watching who are participating, maybe brush up a little bit more on the FD logic, because FD logic seems to be the big one that kind of is screwing runners over in terms of like what's logical and all. Doesn't hurt to just have like a, like looking over the doc for FD anywhere, even though it's huge, as Fifth Whammy put it in chat earlier. But it's still good to refresh yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've had a seed like this before where I had to do Stone Tower climb, but you could also be required to jump from the invisible platforms in Path to Snowhead to reach the Scarecrow area for an item, and it could be Hook out there. I've had that before.
Ooh.
You could also in Path to Snowhead find Goron, because FD can make those jumps.
That's good to know for the future if that ever happens. But I think with all that said, Saber, take us out.
Alrighty then, GG's Pojo again.
Thank you.
It was definitely a fun race. Obviously showcasing our fun, if that's the word we'll use, enjoyment with FD logic. But I'm going to send us off to Zelda Speedruns main. They're currently doing a Losers Bracket final Ocarina of Time race right now. And with that, I'll send you guys away. Bye, chat.